China approval to establish electric vehicles and factories. Federal government grants China approval to establish electric vehicle factories. Patients left to die inside Abuja's horror public healthcare system. Patients left to die inside Abuja's horror public healthcare system. Let's move on. Suspected Lagos cultists kill shawarma vendor. To some more stories, CBN slashes federal government loans by over 4 trillion naira. Federal government's electricity debt balloons by 800 billion naira, according to Senate. Federal government's electricity debt balloons by 800 billion naira, according to Senate. And then Tinubu approves license for North Oil project. Reinsurgent attacks. Federal government Borno revamp anti-terror strategy. Tinubu, Obi, Fayemi share light moments at Pope's inauguration. And then let's check out some more political stories. 2027 coalition Atiku camp offers Obi VP role in one-term deal. Diri misleading Fubara to disrespect Wike. This is according to Bayelsa Labour Party ex-governorship candidate. And then to some more now. Delta elders defends shadow cabinet counters DSS claims. Delta Central APC leaders endorse Tinubu, Oboriwori, and some other persons. And then, as regards 2027, APC Delta lawmakers host PDP defectors, declares Oboriwori sole governorship candidate. Nothing will prevent Tinubu from winning 2027 election. Yang Kasai is the one saying that here. And then, Nasarawa APC elders urge ex-deputy governor to join 2027 governorship race. Labour Party now, rep member 1,000 orders defect to APC in Enugu State. People who defected with Oboriwori to APC are returning to PDP. Ex-aide, OJ. Yes, those who left with Oboriwori are returning to the People's Democratic Party. Now, everyone, let's check up Daily Post newspaper for some more headlines. Nigerian tele-evangelist Omotosho leaves South Africa, receives 5-year entry ban. 5-year entry ban. And outside Nigeria now, U.S. ex-President Biden diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer. U.S. ex-President Joe Biden diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer. PDP crisis will throw troublemakers out of party by 27th of May. Body George speaks here. PDP crisis will throw troublemakers out of party by 27th of May. Body George speaks. And then, as regards 2027 still, start packing out. Governor Nnamdi tells PDP NAS members. Start packing out. Governor Nnamdi tells PDP NAS members. Call Fubara anything. Rivers people want peace. Sarah Igbe tells Wike, you can call Fubara anything. Rivers people want peace. Sarah Igbe tells Wike. Okay. As regards 2027 still, Oboriwori is APC candidate in Delta. Yeah. Provide evidence of bandits victims you have treated. APC questions Governor Lawal. Provide evidence of bandits victims you have treated. APC questions Governor Lawal. And then 2027 victory certain for Tinubu APC. DSP Barao declares. It says victory certain for Tinubu and of course the All Progressives Congress. Vanguard newspaper. Let's check up Vanguard now for you. 2027 PDP obedience differ with Yankasai over Tinubu's chances. PDP obedience differ with Yankasai over Tinubu's chances. And then let's see, headsmen bandits strike in Benue, Kebbi, Imo, Ondo, Kogi, kill 33. Herdsmen, bandit strike in Benue, Kebbi, Imo, Ondo, Kogi, kill 33 people. Analysts caution as investors await CBN's monetary policy decision. Insecurity youths again denounce INEC's ward delineation report. Hold peace talk in Warri. DSS arrests wanted kidnappers in Abuja, Sokoto, Hajj camps. DSS arrests wanted kidnappers in Abuja, Sokoto, Hajj camps. And then as regards 2027, PDP obedience differ with Yankesai over Tinubu's chances. Let's see some more. Police arrest deposed priest. Others recover arms in Benin. Police arrest deposed priest and others recover arms in Benin. And then U.S. grants over 34,000 Nigerian citizenship by neutralization in 3 years. U.S. grants over 34,000 Nigerian citizenship by neutralization in 3 years. 1 dead, 3 rescued in Lagos building collapse. And then thuggery, drug abuse will be catastrophic if, this is according to APC chieftain Zaura, is the one speaking there. Let's check up some more big news here. PDP's opposition on power rotation, FCT reforms in Nigeria's best interest. Wike's position on power rotation, FCT reforms in Nigeria's best interest. Okotiebo is the one speaking here. And then as regards alliance, with right strategy, APC will become history in 2027, says Nwosu. As regards alliance, with right strategy, APC will become history in 2027, says Nwosu. Then ahead of 2027, one-party state tensions grip Nigeria. Fubara isn't the one I'm fighting, says Wike. Oh, really? It's okay. Fubara isn't the one I am fighting, says Nyesom Wike. And then as regards 2027, Barau Ganduje insists no vacancy in Aso Rock, as Northwest APC said. Okay, no vacancy in Aso Rock, according to Barau and of course Ganduje. No vacancy in Aso Rock. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yeah, I would want to check up some few stories here. The Nation has got the stories. NGO leads push for boy-child empowerment. And then 15 UTME applicants declared Mason found and reunited with their families. Saraki to Nigerians in diaspora join elective politics. Saraki to Nigerians in the diaspora, it says join elective politics. Federal High Court redeploys judges. NPC to retain interest rates in bid to bring down inflation. And here is a big question now. Can Nigeria first policy fire up sluggish manufacturing sector? It's a big one. It's a big question. Can Nigeria first policy fire up sluggish manufacturing sector? Okay, let's convert our diversity to prosperity, says Tinubu. And from the Nation newspaper, I will visit Daily Thrust quickly for you, okay? Opposition kicks as Northwest APC endorses Tinubu for second term. Opposition kicks as Northwest APC endorses Tinubu for second term. In Borno State, how Boko Haram killed 90 farmers in 5 months. Automatic tickets, contracts, fueling defection to APC. Automatic ticket. And of course, contracts, fueling defections to the All Progressives Congress. I won't contest again, Tinubu, in 2027, says Wike. I won't contest again. I won't contest against Tinubu in 2027. Yeah. Is according to Nyesom Wike. I won't contest against Tinubu in 2027. According to Nyesom Wike. Varsity workers reject 50 billion naira disbursement formula, demands equity. Federal High Court CJ redeploys judges. In Akwa Ibom State, people living with HIV unaware of having high blood pressure, according to a study, will pursue local solutions to insecurity, says NAF. Local solutions to insecurity. Will pursue local solutions to insecurity, according to NAF. Let me give you some 4 more here. I still have, of course, Daily Thrust with me here this morning. Let me give you some more now before I leave here. Bandits kill 49 in Katsina, Kebbi, and Benue State. What Tinubu told Obi Fayemi at Pope's inauguration. What Tinubu told Obi. Yeah, that's it. And then Rome. Nigeria remains committed to building bridges for peace and progress, says Tinubu. Yeah, of course. Tinubu exchanges pleasantries with Pope is one big story there. Okay, now let's check up the sun. The sun is quite sunny with a couple of headlines this morning, 90.3 FM. Before I go touch on the Sun newspaper, let me talk to Rufai Oseni this morning. Top of the morning to you. Welcome. Beautiful.
So it's been a lot of work. Then I came back. We also have to do debates. What I'm not doing now, I'm not selling it to as many states as possible.
Okay.
And some of the states we can start picking it up, you know. I do it in my village there, in the library.
Okay.
That we built for them. And it was a very lovely one. So I'm not giving states governments those ideas that let's bring back this spirit of intellectualism because it's lacking in our public life. So at least we start to train the future to be.
Okay.
You know, and that's why, because if we train the future to be, a lot of people that are shouting Bromaha because each of our people to the place is with you in Rome. We're not shout. We are bound to be in fact, we do not doing a serious and all of that. Look at this the fact that the economy and
what we under President insecurity will be highest as we speak. As we speak today, go and check the front page of this day newspaper. Governor Zulum is begging so that Martin will not fall to the hands of Boko Haram again. You know, insecurity is now so bad that we are losing territories back to Boko Haram. And all of this happened under President. So when you see the Northwest caucus of APC endorsing President Tinubu, so what are they endorsing him for? For politics or for the insecurity? Or for the giant size economically? We keep saying, no, he has paid debts. That's the new propaganda they are pushing around. But they should also ask how much President Tinubu has borrowed. And that debt, in fact, I talked to a financial expert yesterday. He said it's an amortization debt. You have to pay by the quarter. Please ask President Tinubu, was he the one that paid all the debts? Didn't Buhari pay part of that COVID-19 debt?
Okay.
Go and make that research. Didn't the previous government pay part of that COVID-19 debt? Because you see, the way we couch these things, that we try as much as if President Tinubu does well, we'll see it. They are saying Coastal Road. Yes, Coastal Road. With a lot of litigation, Coastal Road that was not a fairly appropriated contract. Show me the tenders bid for Coastal Road. Why was it only one company they gave? Come on, Lagos Ibadan Expressway here. You know how many companies they gave? They gave a portion to Julius Berger, another portion to RCC, Abi. Reynolds Construction. So why was it only one company? So we just keep asking questions of integrity. That's what all we keep asking. So when we talk, people say, oh, if I see that, you can't stop me, I will say the truth the way it is. Insecurity can be high.
Speak the truth to power.
Lives are a whole lot worse for people. And politicians that keep playing. And I'm sure you saw the message that Kwankaso sent over the weekend.
Yeah.
That no, they are not going to the APC. So people should quit the propaganda and all of that. That no. Obviously, you know the kind of relationship Kwankaso and Ganduje has got and all of that. So I'm not saying that might be a factor, but I'm speculating.
Okay.
That might be a factor. Please, let's talk about Lagos. the local government council primaries, a lot of people have been crying on fairness. A lot of people have been crying on fairness, and some of these reports have been documented. The question is, what will they do about it? Let us be fair across politics. And so it's looking like that now. But the truth is, we should stop all this babasopism. It's not a good one for our democracy. We can't say those youngsters or those people or those people that want to get into politics, should get into the system, and we are not fair to them. That's just. And to create jobs, politics is not supposed to be the only alternative. We should create jobs. We should create an enabling environment. We should create prosperity. Open up the economy. It's not only supposed to be the other things. The Pope yesterday had his inauguration. He was given his fisherman ring and the sort of like the scarf that he will put on. These are insignias of power, but that fisherman, and that's why a lot of people have the tradition of kissing the ring, because that's an insignia of power. And when the Pope dies, those rings are always destroyed. In fact, in older times, that ring used to be the seal of any document on the Pope that the Pope will make.
Okay.
So he called for peace, he called for unity, which is very important at this point in time. But for me, I will always call it hypocrisy. You had world leaders go there, but they will still go and fight wars afterwards, and the Pope will call for peace. You have J.D. Vance go there. J.D. Vance that was finding it difficult to support a Ukraine that was being followed by a bully of Russia. He's going there now. They are going to shake hands. So let us call a spade a spade. We need peace in the world. And it is leaders that can make that peace come. No other person can make that peace come. It is leaders that can make that peace come. Secondly, what is the case now? Also, I saw the Canadian Prime Minister there. President Tinubu too was also there. Had his moment with the Pope. It was a good thing he went in there. In fact, the Catholic community are saying that President Tinubu is a good one. Thank him for facilitating their trip. That anytime they have contact, they will call him. See, you can say other things about President Tinubu, can disagree with him, but me, I know that President Tinubu, you see, he has no one bone of religious bigotry in him at all. He's not that kind of person. He's a liberal to the core. Forget it.
Okay.
To the core. So, if what is it for? It's just the optics a lot of people campaign against, and which is bad, because now we are enjoying Muslim tickets. Hope some parts of this country will not complain when it's time for a Christian ticket.
Okay, that's the truth.
So that's the question I'm asking. Hope some part of this country will not complain when it's time for a Christian ticket. If they are not going to complain, because at some point too, I want the politician to be able to try this Christian ticket, and I want to wait for the people that will talk. I want to wait and see them. Anyway, they have a right to speak, but we want to wait and see them. That's just it. It's balancing here. If it can be good for Muslim, Christian too should be the same thing.
Some
President Tinubu has no bone of religious bigotry in him. Yeah, go ahead.
Some people are more Nigerian than the others. So when you talk about Muslim, it's okay. But when you talk about Christian, no. That can't work.
That's a problem. And that's why, for fairness sake, we always say, let us mix it up. And I insist, for fairness sake, let's always mix it up. Let's always mix it up. It's only very fair. Because leadership is over 70% optics. The head is over 70% optics. It's what people see at the head that they believe. So we should be careful. The insecurity is now so much. I think leadership was doing something that they said that people have been attacked so much that they hardly go to school. Yes, they hardly go to school. So out of school children have increased.
Significantly.
But they are putting a 10 million figure, but I know the figure is way more than 10 million. But out of school children has gone up. So because of the insecurity is so rife. And please, I'm making a case for a radio station in Bayelsa. Radio FM Bayelsa here was attacked. Armed robbers. How can we have armed robber attack a radio station? 2 days in a row. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you're also saying something happened in OGU, and Swali in Bayelsa State. So, we'd like to call on those, what is happening. I'm getting messages. A young man's life was cut short at St. Peter. A young boy was killed yesterday at Akaba, and another boy was killed this morning at Obele. These are scary things coming out of Bayelsa. What's happening in Yenegua? Suddenly everywhere is insecure. Reading 94.7, Yenegua currently under attack. They were also attacked yesterday. And these are things happening in Nigeria. So what is the leadership doing there? You don't want any other mayhem. And see, we will always say the truth. EFCC, we are calling you to order this morning. No. Number one, on the case of Mr. Tompolo, you arrested other people for the same crime. Before you know it, you have quickly picked up Bobrisky and the likes. Why have you not gone to give the same treatment to Tompolo? For the sake of fairness, you just put on your Twitter page, nobody's above the law will call Tompolo offer. 5 days after, we have not heard anything. Also, the DSS now that is taking Mr. Festus Keyamo to courts, and that's why I say leadership matters, over shadow government, which is able to provide solutions to what's happening in the incumbent government. Was this same DSS asleep when APC, as a political party, issued a statement that if the elections were rigged, they will form a parallel government? You know what the parallel government is?
Of course.
Was an invitation to anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, they didn't just only say that. Their vice presidential candidate there, Yemi Osinbajo, which is my big egbo, came to defend it on live TV and said it was no big deal. The video evidence is there. So you can see the insincerity on the part of these people. And that's why we call out their shenanigans every time. And Professor Yemi Osinbajo was is a son, no? He knows better. He knows better. But he said there was no biggie about it. So why are we now saying, for a man talking about a shadow government to be able to, create societal buffers, and just, have a government that is also asking questions, then what are we doing?
Okay.
So we need to ask questions. If we don't ask questions, we don't move forward.
Rufai,
I am just calling for fairness across board. Yes.
The Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, has said he won't contest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 under PDP.
Before, I no go contest before now. Tinubu is Oga currently now, but he's also building his time now. So why he go contest before? He keeps playing these amphibious politics. You think he will not contest now because he's a paramount part of the government. So at least he will secure the boss. His lobbying will start when President Tinubu is leaving. That's when his lobbying will start. So
but with what has happened so far, you think this guy can go anywhere politically? Some will say he's grounded already.
Now you talk that one.
Okay, anything can happen in Nigeria, Abi?
Anything goes in Nigeria. See, Nigeria is probably so bastardized that as long as you have money, forget it. Okay. Just wait and see. You will see some political party that will say he's a hero. In fact, this thing that you are calling that you are saying, what he did was wrong, is some people will couch it. When they pay people money to come to the media and talk their narrative, they will even say he's a hero. He fought the establishment of the PDP to stand still.
Okay.
So that's just it. He fought the establishment to stand still. That's what they will tell you. When they catch narrative.
Okay.
So you can see a lot of the people now. Let me read one comment to you. In fact, my eye just said, Abdul Wahid Omobolaji said, at times, Rufai and Judea are always funny to me. In 2023, when Muslim ticket was nominated, didn't you, part of the country, complain it? Didn't vote against it? Yes, we complained about it because we complain for fairness. Now that it has gone through, what we are saying is let there be honesty. If Christian ticket come up, it should be given the same passageway also.
Okay.
Pure and simple. In Abiola's time, people complained about it too. But it sailed, it won. But the titular idea should be there should be fairness across both religions because of religious balancing.
Okay.
So we complained about it, yes. But the truth has to be said. You can't put, and the truth has to be said. Hope the Muslims and other parts in this country will accept it when a Christian ticket comes up. Hope they will not have anything to do with it.
Of course they will.
See, no, you can't speak for them then.
Okay.
Christian facing security, Muslim facing security. All we are saying is for the betterment of our lives and the life of individuals around. In developed countries that are achieving a lot, who thinks of religion? Who thinks of religion as a paramount factor?
Okay.
All we need to do is to ensure our political class make it work. And also, let's also stop being subservient to them with their whims and caprices. That's what we can call for.
Thank you,
Let's not play
Rufai.
that religious card. And like I asked before, if a Christian ticket emerge, we will see those that will complain.
Rufai Oseni, I want to say thank you so much for having this conversation with us this morning. Thank you indeed.
No wahala.
And do have a great day. What do you bring come now? What do you bring come? What do you bring come?
Oh, but I plenty of happiness and stress. Travel.
Okay.
Oh, I travel. Always on the road, always in the plane. We thank God for his mercies.
Oh, well. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I have an activist in the studio right here. You all know him as Randy, right? He's always speaking for, or speaking against bad decisions being made by some persons in the country. He is also someone who is for electoral reforms. Let's reform this thing. Let's talk about election. And of course, let's fix Nigeria. Not later, but now. Good to have you join us in the studio.
My absolute pleasure, sir. Thank you for having me. Good morning, people.
So good to have you in the studio. First of all, I want to ask you a question. Are you an obedient?
I am an active citizen, and I am very interested in the well-being and the development of Nigeria. So whatever it is that it takes to achieve that, whether it means supporting a credible candidate, that has my support.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because some will tell you if you are an activist, you have to be an obedient.
I've never even called myself an activist. I don't know. I'm a human rights youth advocate, but the word activist in Nigeria today, it has so many connotations. But I'm a very active
it has been
citizen.
bastardized. Is that what you're saying?
Sort of.
Okay, let's delve into the issues. Everyone was streaming live on all of our social media platforms. If you are joining us from outside Nigeria, feel free to drop a comment for me, or hey, just let's have a robust conversation all together. Now, let's talk about 2027 coalition. There's been this issue of coalition, and the big one in the news this morning is that there are indications that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar may have
not interested in a coalition that is not talking about the moving forward of Nigeria. So anything that we are talking about coalition, the issue is what are the bases and why are we going for a coalition? If we don't fix those issues, we are not going anywhere.
But then to oust the current government, there has to be a coming together of like minds,
yes,
whether we like it or not.
Yes.
Like you rightly mentioned, it happened in 2014.
Yes.
So
yes, very important. The issue is, are we going to wait for, because the coming together of like minds at some point brings a sort of desperation for political actors, and that is why the first term of President Buhari, you started hearing things like cabal, this happened, that happened. So there was a power struggle there. We are not saying that all Nigerians who want Nigeria to move forward must come together. After all, we are seeing a coming together of people who are destroying Nigeria. Politicians from different parties are moving, everybody is going to the ruling party. Is it because the ruling party is doing so well? So I agree that there must be a coming together of every person that means well, but that structure must be properly defined, and it must come with a system where you can still hold them accountable. If not, we are only postponing the evil day. After this one, we'll be looking for another coalition after another 4 years. Is that how Nigeria wants to grow or develop our democracy?
So for you, coalition is a no?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
It's not. Of course, there must be a coalition. People should come together. I'm saying we should address the structure. Judy, if elections are held on a free, fair, credible basis, if INEC allows the vote of the people to count where there are peaceful elections, let 3 people run. A winner will emerge. It happened in 2023. INEC should have gone with electronic transmission of results. Let us follow the results from the IREF's portal. That would have immediately a winner will emerge. Whether 3 or 4 persons, Nigerians vote, a winner emerges from there. But we have had this ideology that it must be a coalition, because we have a faulty electoral process. We must fix it.
Yeah, but now there's a coalition is like everyone will say, it's the only way to go. There's no way we can go about it, because now it's all about taking power back.
Yes.
However it is, let's just remove power from these people. And now we're looking at, the votes that Peter Obi garnered in the last election, the votes Atiku garnered in the last election, people are saying, when we put these votes together, probably we'll be able to take power from this current government. That's what some Nigerians are saying.
Very true. Very true. What I'm just telling you this, because of course, the simple thing that is going on in Nigeria is the ruling party is showing you their strategy for what they want to do in 2027.
Okay.
Every other person who means well must come together. But if you do not address the problem, add the total number of people who came out to vote according to INEC. Total number of registered votes in 2023 were 93 million persons, more than 89 million collected PVCs. What was the total number of persons who came out to vote? Less than 30 million. What happened to the other 50 million? Do you know that the total number of persons who voted in 2023 are less than the people who voted in 1979 to bring President Shagari? Okay. Why are Nigerians not interested in the process? That is what we should be talking about. So while we are talking about coalition for 2027, which is very important, we must also open up the system such that Nigerians have confidence in that process. Where Nigerians know that if we go there, we will not be killed in trying to vote, and the votes will count.
Now, some persons are saying there's nothing anyone can do about it. Nobody. Yankasai also said it recently. Alhadi Tanku Yankasai said that, at the moment, nobody has better chances of defeating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 presidential election. Nobody. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
That the guy is there and we will expect him to be there till 2031. How would you look at that statement?
That is the arrogance of politicians and political actors. In fact, not only Yakasai, another APC chieftain who just defected actually said nothing can stop President Tinubu's re-election in 2027. And even somebody has quoted the current Senate president to have said that by 2027 there will be no opposition in that state. The question is, Nigerians, we know how to take threats from political actors. This is just one person. So at what point will Nigerians, over 200 million people, have the courage to come out and say, you have been a bad leader and by 2027 you will not be there? What thing will happen if Nigerians do that? What will Nigerians need to do? How many are politicians?
Is it even possible?
Is it? Why? So the question of possibility is the power of the people and the people in power. Who should be stronger? How many persons are in the presidency? Calculate the entire Nigerian political class, the entire elite. How many are there? How many of us are the victims of bad governance? Nigerians will only decide to get the courage and wisdom that they need to insist. And that is why you see me on this electoral. Because see, if you don't fix INEC and elections, you have not fixed anything. Because everybody is showing you, Nigeria, the problems will not change. Everybody is complaining of insecurity, complaining of hunger, inflation. You heard your conversation with Rufai now. Nigeria's problem do not change. Now, what is the caveat? The person who you are complaining that is not doing well is already preparing for 2027 to come back. And you are not preparing for what will happen in 2027. So if you allow him come back in 2027, you have 4 more years of lamentation. So that is where Nigerians are not getting it. Everybody must be talking of how you must stop whatever it is that is bad governance in 2027. Because the people who you are complaining about are already set for 2027. It is up to us as a people.
You talk about INEC without talking about the judiciary in Nigeria.
I talk about the judiciary as much as I talk about INEC. But you know why I insist on INEC?
Why?
The judicial arm of government are appointed. They are the only arm of government that do not run for political office. They do not contest. They are appointed by the executive and confirmed by the legislative arm of government. For you to get a functional judiciary, you must get government into power who will appoint justices. And then you can now carry out a judicial reform. Because trust me, the judiciary is part of the problem of Nigeria as it is today. But definitely, because they do not stand for election, we don't vote for our chief justice. President Tinubu appointed the person who is there. People who will move from the appellate court too will be appointed by him. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
So that is where Nigeria is. We must focus on where we send in the politically elected officials. Then we can begin judicial reform. We can begin a constitutional amendment. We can begin restructuring, law enforcement reform. But it must begin with INEC.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I want to ask you just one question. Do you believe Atiku and Obi can make something happen in 2027? There was a joint ticket before.
Yes.
If they run on that same ticket again, you feel something beautiful can come up?
If Atiku had picked Obi...
Sorry, some will say Atiku has the north. Obi has the south. And then to an extent, south, the entire southeast. But southwest, we don't know. Maybe he might just share the votes and all of that. But you believe that this joint ticket again can pull the string, can do something?
Obi had a national spread. Obi won Lagos. Obi made inroads in Adamawa, in Gombe, in places in the north, in Plateau, in Benue, in Nasarawa. The question is, if President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar had picked Obi in 2019 to be his running mate, and 2023 the party had decided that they should move to the southeast, what stopped the party and Atiku from supporting an Obi presidency? So it took another 4 years for us to realize that we will now need an alignment of that sort. And I think if anybody is being very honest, Alhaji Atiku has had a lot of shots at the presidency. At this point, do we not just need a competent Nigerian who has the physical stamina to lead this country at a time like this? Let us know that this is a person that we all believe in. For you to pick him to be your vice president, that means you know he can be president. So why not throw your support behind him?
Okay.
Do we want to do the right thing at a wrong time? Is that what we want to do at this point now? How old is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar? How old is Obi? Look, Nigerians need... Our lives are not tied around these two people. Let us fix the system. People who are competent should come out in a free and fair process and let Nigerians pick their leader.
You said free and fair. Is it possible to have a free and fair election in Nigeria at this time? At this time, is it possible?
Why will it not be possible? Do you know the problem with Nigeria? Nigerians have been so much victims of bad governance that we do not believe that we can get good governance. The question is, I will want to ask you, if we do not believe we can fix INEC, why are we talking every day? What makes you think we can fix economy? Insecurity. Till date, the more money is being pumped into insecurity or security sector, the more insecurity is increasing. Did you hear the statement of the National Security Advisor? He said most of the weapons that are used to kill people in Plateau and Benue State are weapons that are stolen from government armory. That is, criminals are stealing weapons from government using to kill citizens and government cannot protect them. Does that show you that there is more to what you are seeing than what meets the eye? Nigeria's problem, everybody knows. 60% of corruption is administrative, inflation of government contract, stealing from the budget. You cannot fix it unless you begin to hold people accountable. But once you don't have a system that holds them accountable, imagine being a bad leader, governor or president, and knowing that no matter how bad you are, you will have another 4 years. What is the deterrence for not doing well or for doing badly? Nigerians must make the courage and know that free and fair elections are possible. It will only take your courage.
Free and fair election. I want us to look at this issue, better. Let's look at it another way.
Yes.
Peter Obi is warming up, but he hasn't said anything at all. He's just relaxed somewhere. And some are saying maybe he's looking at the way things are unfolding.
Yeah.
Atiku might have a better chance. Some persons have said Atiku might have a better chance to take off this administration. But some will tell you, no, Peter Obi can be. Instead of Peter Obi becoming a vice, Atiku should become a vice. And then somebody is
Atiku is a former AG
fine,
vice.
fine. You see, so it's impossible.
Does
How
the
would you look at
constitution
that?
allow him to become another vice for another?
Go there again. Don't
yeah.
allow Peter Obi to go back and become a vice to you. Or Atiku should just become a godfather. Let another person take his place, and let's have a better country.
The question, let us be honest. Why are you running for presidency? Obi has always made his position that I'm not running to be president. I'm running to see Nigeria work.
Okay.
That will be the question on Alhaji Atiku, because it seems like it is a pattern. The current president we have today ran with a slogan, Emilokon. A system where a person sees the presidency as the final cap to your political journey. I have helped people to get there. I deserve to also be there. Is that what Nigeria wants to see as leadership? With the kind of issues that are bedeviling Nigerians. Is that truly the system of leadership, that because you think you have been a godfather for so long and you deserve that position? Let us begin to think about the lives of Nigerians, that what we are talking about is the destinies of human beings, more than 200 million people. Your personal ambition should not come before the nation. If truly you know that you believe in a younger, competent, capacitated candidate, what stops you from putting your support behind them? Must everybody be a leader? Or must everybody be president? We can do our part from where we are, and posterity will judge us fairly, which is what me too am doing. I must not hold a position for you to make change. Where you are, begin from there. So this attitude of desperation with the political class, it is what has also destroyed the PDP. The money politics. When you allow one person to use money and you refuse to put internal democracy, is that the kind of structure you are still pushing for Nigerians today? Let's be fair to Nigerians.
Atiku is working so much. Recently, I think last week he said some members of the APC, LP, and PDP are in this coalition, all right, to oust Tinubu.
Yeah.
But then, let's look at it so well. Do you think Atiku can win this next election? Because some Nigerians tell you they are tired of him. You should go and rest. Stay at home. I mean, do something else.
If they come up with a coalition, good for them. If they
that Peter Obi cannot play the rugged politics like the Emilokon kind of politics, snatch it, grab it, and run away with it kind of politics. It's only Atiku that can face this guy. Let's give it to Atiku now, or we lose it.
Okay, so if it is only Atiku that can face this guy, INEC did an election that you saw that was compromised in 2023. Which of the political actors have come out to question INEC? Who even led maybe a walk to the INEC head office? That is how this government came into power, the APC government. They did occupy Nigeria, they were on the streets. How many of the politicians? What I'm trying to tell you is that, you see this conversation we are having, Atiku Obi, these two persons have almost nothing to lose. Atiku was part of the foundation of APC. He led governors to leave PDP to form new PDP that joined APC.
And PDP, yeah.
Obi is a former governor. He's trying his best to see that Nigeria will work. The main victims of this issue we are talking is you and me, ordinary Nigerians. At what point do we want to insert ourselves into the conversation if you do not take the bull by the horn? So let us assume that something, because you are seeing what is going on. You see Rivers, you see Kanu. Lagos is the home state of the president. The idea is not to win overwhelmingly. Break the opposition in such a way that you get pockets of vote here and there and you announce a winner. Everybody goes home. Nobody go complain. Nobody go protest. Everybody go keep quiet. And once you do nothing before inauguration, that is all. You wait for another 4 years. Nigerians have waited and waited and wasted our lives. 16 years of PDP. We are going to 12 years of APC. We will now have 16 years of APC, 32 years of mediocre leadership. The venue of the PDP expanded meeting.
It's not possible.
Okay, so there are security measures there that should even prevent somebody who is not invited.
No, but this is Wike.
Okay, no, that is
a
what
member
I'm
of
saying.
the party.
Okay, a member of the party and a member of the opposition, not a cabinet minister in the opposition.
Okay.
Who obviously came out and made a statement on TV that the NEC members of PDP are stupid people. Those are the words of Wike in his media chat, FCT ministerial media briefing, that the NEC are stupid people. And then he still had access to the meeting. The question we should be asking ourselves is, all of these things where you see politicians moving from here to there, if not for your confidence in a
what's his name, the Kaduna former
Rufai
SDP and all of that, where do we go? Because people are not believing in the PDP anymore.
Of course, I do not hold place for PDP. I don't speak for them. They know their enemies. They know the politics they have played that have led them to this position that they are. whether the PDP is a viable platform for them to run. It is not looking like it, because every day you are seeing people defecting from PDP to the ruling party. All of this began to happen in the clear eyes of everybody.
Okay.
It was one person. It is the minister for FCT who brought at least the last 2 national chairmen of the APC, of the PDP. Prince Uche Secondus, he brought him, he removed him. He brought Senator Yochi Ayub, he took him out. So PDP knows the policy.
VOPFM, let's get to the phone lines now, everyone. Yes, let's get to the phone lines, but I will do that just after this, okay? Stay with me. I'll be right back.
Export Business Training is here again. VOP 90.3 FM wants you to benefit from this. This is for those who want to position or reposition themselves for something different in 2025. Yes, time to export common items abroad and earn in dollars, like pepper, vegetable, groundnut, yam, sesame seeds, ugu, bitter leaf, cherry, charcoal, sawdust, oil, kola nut, cocoa, and many more. Join the rest and get this knowledge.
The seminar fee is 20,000 naira only. Account number 122-416-8488. Zenith Bank. Account name VOPFM. Kindly send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to 0701 214 6454. Seminar will hold on Saturday, 24th of May, 2025.
At Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, 42 Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road. Time 11 a.m. Don't be left out. Participate, and you'll be grateful.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the individual contributors and do not necessarily represent the official views of the Voice of the People 90.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Mind what you say on the national radio. Do move away from your radio set or just turn down the volume. About 60 seconds for everyone. 60 seconds and you're good, okay? So let's just have a robust conversation all together. 0700 903 903 903. Good morning to you. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning. Good morning. Great, great. Talk to us quickly. Thank you.
I want to really appreciate my brother there. I've been following him online, and I've asked him a question: how can one join this movement is creating this awareness, of carrying this placard and demanding for electoral reforms? That's number one. Number two, come 2027, it is not APC versus PDP or Labour Party or SDP. It is the Nigerian people versus Tinubu APC. We are coming out in millions. The suffering people of this country, the bread seller, the radio side mechanic, the organizer, the policeman standing on the hawker song level, that pedestrian, that woman that is selling akara.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah. A couple of messages here. A lot of persons are asking me to bring you back. Bring a lot. Several Nigerians are asking me to bring you back. You must go. We know go talk this thing. You know if you just finish like this.
No.
Yeah, and that's what they. Okay, let me talk to you. Hello. Good morning to you. Good morning. All right.
Even much more now when the situation is so
All right.
I am Comrade Godfrey from Surulere.
All right.
Yeah, I want to thank your guest. I don't know. I just join you people now. But what I heard from him, I am impressed. The little I have heard, and the first caller too also said it. Almost what I wanted to say this morning. That look, the focus should not be the focus. Our focus, we should be focused on the right thing and not the wrong thing. And not the wrong thing. If I tell you that I'm not too comfortable with your question to the man, the way you put it, all the time it appears you are just concentrating on what the government people in or party, these people, these characters in the party tell us. That is where you people are just focused on. But guess what?
Okay. Hello.
I'm not the wrong.
All right. Top of the morning to you. What's your name and where you calling from? Oh, dropped call. Okay, please call back if you can. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Amen. Bless you too.
Okay. Thank you.
I appreciate you. I know you will come back. And then we love you. We will do
Thank
it
you so
together
much.
by the grace of
Thank
God.
you.
And let must do the right thing.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. Good morning to
Hello,
you.
good morning.
Yeah. Move away from your radio set. Thank you. Good morning.
My name is Manuel Ugochukwu.
Okay.
This Nigeria, I don't know how to put it again, but I pray one day God will intervene. I want to talk about Obi and Atiku. Obi cannot come back to run vice president for Atiku. Obi have pulled that weight already. If somebody say something before that, if Atiku can step down and bring somebody that can replace him, let him be a backup for them, for Obi and the person that they will put. It will be more better and very strong. That is by the way. And this FCT minister, why are they looking at him? One of his leg is in PDP, one of his leg is in APC. Can they push him away from that party, being PDP? Is it not better they let him know that it's no longer here in PDP, than to scatter the party for them? After he scatter it, he will now go and meet his godfather, Mr. President. It's better we do things right before everything scattered. Okay. It's better we do things right now.
Thank you.
That is all I have to say this morning. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you too. Okay, let me take time to read a couple of messages now. Someone is saying, let's be warned. Wike cannot be trusted. We might just be in APC to puncture. With all the comments he made about APC in the past being a cancer that he can never join. What is he now? He might just be in APC to break their hearts when the chips are down. Claiming that he will not contest against Tinubu should be taken with a pinch of salt. He can repent tomorrow, go back to PDP, explain why he left, and more money to his people, and the rest will be history. Sati Orisubara is the one who is saying that there. Now, my question to Mr. Aka is, what's the solution? Because the scary part is that this government has a firm grip on INEC. And fixing our electoral process is the starting point to moving forward. What is? That's what he's saying.
The truth of the matter is, have Nigerians realized the importance of that INEC and the electoral process? We that are talking about fixing INEC know that it will not be an easy job. And they demand to fix INEC, yes, because what we are simply demanding is like they ask for somebody to open a door that will lead him out. The government or politicians would not want to do it. The more reason why they don't want to do it is the more reason why you must insist. Because this is the risk in it. Somebody is talking about you must get into there before you can make a reform. How do you get into there? It is through the electoral process. It has become so criminal that people of integrity and character find it very difficult to scale through. The question will now be, what is the level of pressure Nigerians are willing to exert on the government and ensure that, because since we started this thing of electoral reform, honestly, between you and I, politicians are concerned when you are talking about reforming INEC. They know that that is the backbone of every corrupt politician. Because they know that what will happen is they will give you a lot of things to deal with. You'll be talking about insecurity. Tomorrow it is a senator this, the Natasha versus this. Next tomorrow it is the copper. Before you know, you are already in another election season. And to reform INEC, there is a timeline. It must happen at least 1 year out of the next election. So that is why you see all this time wasting. Every Nigerian must begin to think that you want free and fair elections. Let us see whether the demand and pressure from the people cannot achieve what they want. Or the people will decide that no matter the pressure from you, we will still hold or stand our ground. They have not seen any pressure from Nigerians. That is why politicians, all of us, they're no go give us, they're no go give us. They're no go give us because we have decided that they cannot give us. The day a majority of Nigerians say enough of the shenanigans, it will be enough. All the dancing of the FCT minister is because he has federal backing behind him. If you remove federal support from Wiki, you will see all of this grandstanding is when you see that you have the might of government behind you. Now, it is Nigerians' docility that empowers politicians.
Okay, now, the only way Nigeria can move forward is to first restructure this country. Without restructuring, there is nothing that we can achieve. And let me tell you, even if Atiku and Peter Obi contest as president and vice president, they won't win in 2027. Mark my words. From addition of Wasiu in Ikorodu, they can't win, even if they merge. That's what this person is saying. Okay, let me talk to this. Let me read this message now. Please, how do I get the speaker's social contact? You should keep up the tempo. Thank you. And so, don't worry, he would mention before he leaves here, okay? Your session today was very exciting. Okay. Thank you so much. Because of my time, I'm running now. But Nigerians are still saying, you must return back to this studio. You must return back to this studio. But then we'll see how,
Yes.
I've been listening to Nigerians talk, and no one is talking about how we can come together to fight for what we want. I'm glad that your guest today understand what we need to do. Please, if possible, I would like to know how to reach him to share my idea of what we can do as Nigerians to demand for credible election. I believe we need a strong Nigerian movement to win. Nigerians unite. Fix INEC now. Electoral reforms. And I ain't right, so it's okay. I can understand what you're saying, though. Okay, let me look at this message again. I love this debate. Your guest is on the right page. Talk more. Tell Nigerians we are on the right path. Leadership and da. Okay, Mike from Answani. I'm really running because of my time. Okay, but don't worry. I promise everyone is going to come back here again. And if I want to have him, I'll have him by say 10:30 on my the other side of the show. Okay, 10:30. Please, today, Peter Obi is a man. We are waiting for him, and I hope he will come out again to surprise the APC government. Okay, that's what you said. Thank you, Mr. Peter. I align myself totally into all your thoughts and sentiments. Everything starts and ends with comprehensive reform of the INEC. Is it this INEC still headed by Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and many of it is a national? Now, before you run, just 2 minutes. Some persons say remove Mahmoud Yakubu. Is it the issue here?
It is not about who is there. In fact, Mahmoud Yakubu will not be there by 2027. He will be removed. But guess what? He will be replaced with somebody who is worse.
Oh, really?
That is, in fact, are you following the confirmation of the state resident electoral commissioners? Are you following the list of the persons? Do you know how they got that job? The question all Nigerians must ask is, the person you are complaining that insecurity is bad, inflation is bad, everything is not working, is already preparing for 2027. What are you doing, or what are we doing concerning 2027? It is not enough to wish. It is for us to work and act and ensure, because the president is showing you that I am doing everything to come back. The remaining 200 million victims of your bad and reckless government must now come together and decide that we want to save our lives and we need competent leadership. It's up to us.
Thank you so much, Randy. Thank you indeed for coming